Sandara Park breaks her silence on false rumors, a powerful stand that shook the industry. In the dazzling yet delicate world of Korean entertainment, scandals are a dime a dozen. But every once in a while, a moment transcends the usual gossip to become a turning point for the entire industry. That moment came when beloved actress, singer, and former 2NE1 member Sandara Park, long celebrated for her grace and resilience, finally broke her silence in response to a whirlwind of false rumors. What followed was not just a clarification, but a bold declaration that rocked the K-entertainment world to its core. A sudden storm of lies. The chaos began innocently enough. A cryptic anonymous post surfaced on a Korean forum, vaguely referencing a former idol-turned-actress allegedly involved in internal celebrity feuds, career manipulation, and relationship scandals. Though the post didn't explicitly name anyone, the speculative nature of social media quickly turned it into a digital manhunt. It wasn't long before Sandara Park's name began to surface in comment sections and gossip threads. Why her? The timing seemed too perfect for some. She had recently re-entered the spotlight through a string of fashion endorsements, variety show appearances, and a highly publicized close friendship and rumored secret marriage with actor Jung Il-woo. For internet trolls and tabloid junkies, she became an easy target. Hashtags like #Skandara, #DaraExposed, and Fall from Grace trended across platforms. Edited images, out-of-context videos, and half-truths were shared thousands of times. YouTubers jumped in, some monetizing the trending topic without even verifying the claims. It wasn't journalism, it was mob mentality at digital speed. The heartbreaking impact. For fans of Sandara, affectionately known as Dara, it was a nightmare. Many had followed her journey for nearly 2 decades, from her early stardom in the Philippines to her explosive success with 2NE1 and her graceful pivot into acting and fashion. To see her name smeared with unfounded accusations was both painful and enraging. She had always stayed above the fray, quiet in the face of insults, respectful toward critics, and deeply devoted to her fans. But even the calmest waters can erupt when the storm is too strong. And this time, Dara had had enough. Dara speaks, and the internet listens. In an unprecedented move, Sandara Park posted an emotional and direct message on her personal social media account. It was raw, unapologetic, and utterly human. I've spent years building my career with sincerity and respect, for my fans, for my colleagues, and for myself. But today, I speak out not just for me, but for anyone who's ever been targeted by lies. I will not stay silent while people fabricate stories that hurt me and those I love. The post exploded online. Within minutes, #WeStandWithDara became a top global trend. Fans from South Korea, the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, and the United States rallied together to defend her. Translations of her message appeared in over 20 languages. Artists, influencers, and even journalists began calling out the toxicity of online witch hunts. Her words ignited something far larger than a single defense. It was a collective exhale from those who had watched too many public figures suffer in silence. The agency's bold response. If Dara's message was powerful, her agency's response was thunderous. Within hours, her company issued an official statement. We have identified multiple individuals and communities responsible for spreading defamatory content and false rumors about our artist, Sandara Park. Legal proceedings have already been initiated. We will pursue all possible civil and criminal actions to protect her integrity and hold perpetrators accountable. More shockingly, they listed specific online platforms and announced that both original posters and those who shared the defamatory content would face consequences. It wasn't a vague warning, it was a declaration of legal war against digital slander. Support from the stars. The entertainment world, usually cautious when it comes to taking sides, responded with surprising unity. Park Bom, her 2NE1 bandmate, posted a photo of the two together with the caption, "Real ones know. Always by your side." CL took to Instagram with the cryptic but cutting message, "Truth always rises." G-Dragon simply liked Dara's post, a quiet but powerful gesture that fans noted with pride. These weren't just acts of friendship. They were a public realignment of perception, a refusal to let Sandara be isolated during a media frenzy. From target to trailblazer. As days passed, something remarkable happened. The tide began to turn. Major forums deleted the original post. Several YouTubers issued retractions or quietly removed videos. Some media outlets published op-eds about the dangers of unverified reporting. One influencer who had posted speculative content about Dara later admitted, "I got caught up in the clicks. I forgot she's a real person. I'm sorry." Dara, however, didn't celebrate with revenge. Instead, she responded to the outpouring of support with humility. "I didn't expect this kind of support. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you for reminding me why I keep going. I love you all." Fanbase transformation. From fandom to force. Dara's fanbase, long known for their loyalty and warmth, transformed overnight into an organized movement. They compiled timelines debunking rumors, contacted media outlets demanding corrections, and even shared stories of how Dara's kindness had touched their lives. Some shared how she had visited sick fans in hospitals without publicity. Others recalled how she once stopped mid-performance to comfort a crying child. This wasn't just idol worship, it was a celebration of character. Fan art, tribute videos, essays, TikToks, and blogs flooded the internet. One particularly moving video featured clips of Dara smiling through the years, set to the song, "I Will Survive." A new industry standard. What started as an attack on one woman has evolved into a cultural inflection point. Behind the scenes, entertainment agencies are now reportedly re-evaluating how they handle online hate. Some are revising PR protocols to allow artists more agency in speaking out. One anonymous entertainment CEO said in a leaked interview, "What Dara did was courageous. It set a new precedent. Silence is no longer the only acceptable reaction." This is especially significant for female artists, who for years were expected to absorb abuse quietly, lest they be branded emotional or difficult. Sandara shattered that mold. She didn't scream, she didn't sue first, she spoke with clarity, conviction, and calm. Rediscovering Dara. In the days following the scandal, people began rediscovering Sandara Park's long and underrated career. Articles resurfaced about her early days in the Philippines, where she rose to fame after appearing on the reality show Star Circle Quest. Her resilience, cultural fluency, and ability to reinvent herself were once again in the spotlight. She was never just a pretty face in a girl group. Dara was, and remains, a quiet pioneer. A woman who navigated multiple entertainment industries, stayed scandal-free for nearly 2 decades, and built a career with kindness as her brand. The real victory. Yes, the rumors hurt. But in many ways, this scandal may become the most defining chapter of Sandara Park's legacy. Because it proved something we rarely get to see in this industry, that truth can fight back and win. Through it all, Dara showed the world that strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's a calm voice saying, "Enough." She didn't just protect her name. She lit a torch for others to follow. A final message to the world. The storm is fading. But the conversation it started remains. And perhaps, the most beautiful part of this story is that Sandara Park didn't have to scream to be heard. She simply told the truth, and the world finally listened. "You can throw dirt on her name," one fan tweeted, "but you'll never dim her light." They were right. Dara has spoken. And this time, the whole world is listening.